Welcome to the farm.
I ain't never felt a kind of love like this before. You took all the worries from my mind. Darling, please forgive me if I stay a little.
Boys, get him, Togo. Welcome to the farm. We are 23, Togo, get out of the water. Get out of the water. Welcome to the farm. We are 2,300 miles from Vegas, but this is the place that I actually call home. Boys, come here. I want to introduce you. Come here. I want to introduce you to YouTube and stuff like that. Boys, look. Togo, quiet. So this potato right here, that's Togo. And then the older one, the dark one, that is Dooley. Dooley's about 11 years old. Togo's about 2 years old. Dooley's about 85 pounds or so. Togo's about 55 pounds. And they're just farm dogs. They're the happiest farm dogs I think that exist. They can pretty much do whatever they want. They control this place as far as protecting it, running around the yard, keeping an eye on everything. They're well behaved, they're good dogs, but their job is just to live here and keep an eye on everything. But I'm happy to have you here. Togi! We're gonna spend about a week here at the farm before we go back to Vegas and work out and try to get buff and try to win shows and try to look good and all that jazz. But during this week, come here, boy, come here. During this week, we have a lot to get done. We're filming episodes of Guest Pass, about 6 or 7 episodes, so that's gonna take the majority of our time. But in there, we're gonna hang out on the farm, have a good time, feed the horses, hang out with them. Normally I don't feed the horses. We're gonna ride dirt bikes, just get all of that farm life soaked up as we can. And so we gotta get back to Vegas and get back to bodybuilding and working out hard. Togo instigates everything. One of the reasons we got Togo was just to stimulate Dooley. Dooley's been all over, from Pennsylvania to North Carolina, Georgia. He's been all over. Apartments, houses. This is his first farm that he's had full reign over. I was watching a TikTok one day and somebody built a dock and I thought to myself, I have a lot of wood. I have posts. I bet you I could build a dock too. This took one afternoon. Only took about 6-7 hours or so. The longest part was putting all the screws in. And it's been sitting here for 3 or 4 years and it feels like it. One of these days we're gonna come out here and someone's gonna go in the drink. So ZMF stands for Ziegler Monster Fitness, but ZMF also stands for Ziegler Monster Farm, so it's still ZMF. But the farm is 14 acres and it's a functioning farm. We board horses here, we take care of them. The girls have trails, they have an arena they can ride on. There's also a motocross track here for me. We have the pond here, which has largemouth bass in it, sunnies, a few carp and catfish as well. And I fish it, I throw everything back. I do barbless fishing, you know, because these are my pets. I take good care of them. But the property itself is 14 acres and it kind of sits a big rectangle. And then the house is a square or a T, if you could imagine it that way. So most of the property is back there and actually sits up against about 200 and some acres of conservancy, power lines, and then unused private property. So if you go back there, it is private, it is quiet, and there are trails that go forever. So the girls and their horses, they go nuts back there. So I was born in Crozier Hospital in Chester, which is southern Philadelphia, South Philly. But I was raised in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, which is mushroom land. It was the mushroom capital of the country for the longest time. And I was in a townhouse, acres of woods around us where I would build forts and stuff, but I wouldn't consider it country. My dad raised us country. However, we would do a lot outdoors. We were raised hunting, fishing, all that jazz. So I was always exposed to it, but no, we didn't really have the money growing up to be able to actually be in the country where my dad would have preferred we were. So we were in a little townhouse and we would commute out to the forest. So this is Amanda's barn. This is where the girls keep their horses. This is where we keep all the horse supplies. And this is where they live. This was already here, but when we moved into this property, you couldn't access this barn. The woods were so overgrown that they came all the way up and were in the barn, and the barn was completely surrounded as well with overgrown brush. So it took us the better part of 6 months to a year to just clear out and reclaim the barn, reclaim the pastures. This used to be a sweet potato and goat farm. This one's Kendrick's, which is Smarty Jones's son. I think it's Smarty Jones's son or grandson, but his bloodline is fancy. People like to talk about it. My donkey. I don't ride horses, but I have a donkey. So everybody has a horse. The girls, they all have one. This guy's mine. His name is Oatman. But Oatman was found in the forest. He was owned by an elderly gentleman. Somehow he escaped from his pasture. He was loose in the woods where he became one with the wilderness and lived by himself off of whatever he was finding. You know, the horses pushed him around a little bit when it comes to getting affection. They brought him in, they cleaned him up. He was part of a donkey rescue. Amanda found out, asked if she could adopt him because he was going up for adoption, and they said absolutely. Brought him over to the farm, and here he is. We named him Oatman after Oatman, Arizona, which is probably an hour and 30 minutes or so outside of Vegas, where the wild donkeys and the wild burros live and roam. Oh my. But yeah, the elderly guy, he didn't want Oatman back when he found out that he was loose and living in the forest. I don't know how long he was gone. Months, I guess. So this is the chicken coop. What's funny is the chicken coop used to be over there by that tree, and then a tornado came and decided that the chicken coop should live over here. So now the chicken coop lives over here because it's heavy. It's very heavy, but the tornado didn't think so. So the coolest thing about chickens, if you've never seen chickens before, chickens know when it's bedtime. And when the sun starts to set, as it is now, the chickens will start to gather. They'll do their little chicken goodnight dance where they just hang out here for a second and peck around. And then one by one, they will put themselves to bed. And it is adorable. And then we take their eggs and we eat them, and they're awesome. Delicious free-range proteins. This is a beautiful brand new structure. This is where we keep the well, because this property runs off of a well. But as I was saying previously about this tornado, get out of there, Togo, you're not a chicken. The tornado decided that the old well house was inferior. It wasn't built to code. So it took it, destroyed it in the air, and now we have this brand new one. This is her arena. And if you can imagine, this used to look thicker than that. And they came in here with earth movers. And they did. They moved the earth. But this is fantastic. This gives her and the other girls a place to ride all year. Even if it's wet outside, this stays real dry because of how the drainage is and it's set up for them. And they like to do the practicing, the jumping, all that stuff. I'm not really a horse person. I appreciate it, but I don't know all the terminology. Eventing, dressage, crossage, croissant, dressage.
Do you ride at all?
No, I've been on a horse maybe twice, and both times it was almost my last time on earth, I think. Yeah, and it's always a girl. It's always a girl who says, oh, I have a horse, I should put you on the horse. And then they put me on the horse, and they're like, we have to get you off the horse. And I'm up there like, and the horse is like backing up and stepping sideways, and I don't know. This is not for me. Mechanical horses, motorcycles, dirt bikes, I like those. It's called Big Red, and it's because this is all red clay. It's hard to tell now, but this is bright red when you've been riding on it for a couple laps because of the clay. And it's like 45, 50 foot tabletop that I have back here. It's fun, it's a good jump. You can see how high we are built up off the sides. So I brought back 250 tons of dirt. And then I had the Bobcat back here 3 or 4 times. And then I had the excavator back here twice. And when it's nice and tilled, it's beautiful, but it's kind of off season right now. For North Carolina, winter is wet, 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 wet. When I was growing up, I didn't really know what was gonna happen past the age of 16. That's all I could think to. I knew I could have a car at 16 and drive. But past that, my day was just filled with fishing, Lego, sports, just day to day to day. S-turn, once you come off of Big Red, you would come down here, make this big right hand, make this left hand. And what we do is when it's all fresh and tilled, because right now it's off season, but when it's fresh and tilled, we'll use the tires to mark how far up you have to come so that you can't cut this turn short. You have to come all the way up to like where the dogs are and then sweep back. You come into this 80-foot double, which will kill you. Over the water, yeah, to the big landing over there. The garage, probably my favorite place besides the gym or the office. It's all kind of equal. But we'll load this up with all the busy work. So tomorrow when we want to go to the gym, or not the gym, when we want to go to the motocross track, we're gonna just hop in the truck and leave. So this is my YZ 450. This is what I ride. This is Amanda's CRF 150 RB. Her bike is souped up like crazy. She has aftermarket stuff everywhere to make her bike bigger and badder and faster. It's bored up to a 160, so it's not even a 150 anymore. She has a Tokyo custom carb out of California built for her and her riding style. She has a Yoshimura pipe on the back. She has an Airbox Elite. Her bike is cool. My bike is cool too, but my engine is stock. There's more than enough horsepower here for me. So mine, what's this saying? Look pro, go slow. I leaned into that all the way. This is my graphics here, Ziegler Monster. Gorilla Mind Helix is on there. Black Cerakoted frame, black subframe, black swing arm. It has black Cerakoted uppers and triple tree, DLC coated lowers. The wheels are made by W out of California with gold Excel Tagasago rims with Han gold hubs with black nipples and black spokes. The engine mounts are Cerakoted gold. The lower suspension is Cerakoted gold. It has gold valves in it. It is revalved for me. It has upgraded heavy springs, heavy springs. So I can jump this bike 100 feet and it soaks up everything. It's got the custom graphics kit on it. It has the black plastics on it. It has the wider and higher guts seat on it, the oversized foot pegs, the oversized shifter. It has protection everywhere, radiator guards. It has steel braided brake lines in the front and the back, unbreakable ASV levers, oversized gold pro taper bars. It has an aluminum throttle tube, just garnish everywhere. That's cool, that's cool. I love it. I'm gonna ride dirt bikes tomorrow and get that out of my system. I really don't ride as much as I would like to right now. Bodybuilding's kind of consuming everything, which is fine. And that's what I want it to be. And I don't want to get hurt, knock on wood, riding dirt bikes, but it is a small chance I'm gonna take. For 15 years, I wouldn't even walk down the steps too quickly in case I got hurt for bodybuilding. But now that most of my glory days are behind me, but you know, we are trying to turn pro again, so there is something to consider about that. Oh, the conflicts I go through internally about having a dirt bike. Well, today we're gonna train at nighttime and we have a big day planned tomorrow, so no caffeine, but we still will use Nitric. Nitric is my stim-free pre-workout. This one. This has everything we need: cognitive support, pump support. The only thing it's missing is that actual stimulant. And that's what I don't want right now because I will stay up all night. even if I can fall asleep, you know, when I'm on caffeine, I toss and I turn and I have the most restless sleep. This is protein. Sometimes I sip on protein, sometimes I sip on collagen protein, because this is whey protein. And sometimes I sip on carbohydrates. It just kind of depends on the time of year, what I'm doing, and then also how I'm doing on nutrition. So today, we are super full of carbohydrates. I've been eating donuts. But amino acids we could have more of. Are you gonna train with me?
Yeah.
You are?
Is that okay?
I don't know. Are you prepared to go insane? Okay, then you.
As long as we can keep that weight off my knee.
All right. Amanda was kicked by a horse earlier. I think it was personal. This is ZMF Headquarters, which is the gym at the farm. And the reason I had to build a gym at the farm is because the closest decent gym to here is about 45 minutes to an hour away, depending on traffic. So I had to build my own gym just for that 2 hours of commuting alone is worth so much time and money to me. Time, money, effort, the meals, it was really getting to me. So I built the gym here. These are gonna be my new gym shoes, which means they will never see anything outside of this facility. They will stay super, super nice. I can wear them inside. They're gonna be beautiful. Never gonna go to any other gym. And I think today we're gonna train chest. Let's go live. Here's the TikTok account here. 1.2 million, not bad, right? You know, that's my people. It's a lot of alternative rock, a lot of metal, and then like heavy rap type of stuff with lyrics. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Jocelyn, what's up, Jocelyn? What's up, Matt? Some of my best workouts, some of my best pumps. Just me hanging out, you know, on the road, traveling, when you think everything would be negative. It's a lot mental. I started with the dumbbells, I started with the floor, and then I started picking pieces of equipment. And I wanted to have stuff to train legs. You can do so much upper body with barbells and dumbbells. But legs are hard to train and to stay motivated to train when all you have is a barbell or dumbbells. So I wanted machines, things I could use to really just get a great workout. Because even in a big commercial gym, some of the best gyms in the world, I'm still using their dumbbell rack, training arms and stuff like that. I would like to have an overhead press. So one of the things I want to do this week is go to my gym machine broker and look at an overhead press for shoulders. And then there was the lovely Amanda. As much as we can. So because our careers right now are developed, doing well in both directions, she spends a lot of her time at the farm, running her lab, taking care of the horses, getting her horse ready for competitions and stuff. And then I spend a lot of time in California and Las Vegas doing bodybuilding stuff, clients, different things there. It's getting more and more consolidated as time goes on, because like my mid-20s, my late 20s, they were the most competitive, hardcore, growing years. And now I'm getting more and more where I can balance things. Yeah, everybody, we're just warming up still. Yeah, Lady Ziegler's in here. Oh, I like it. I like going live. I like it. It's interesting. It is a totally different experience to go live than it is to read comments, because when they come at you in real time, sometimes they hit a little closer to home. Sometimes. Triceps, and back.
Joke about putting fluids up their butt.
Oh.
I get this comment like once every few weeks. I can reply again, you're like that.
What? The small muscles take me anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. The medium muscles take me like 45 minutes or so. And then the big muscles can take me about an hour. hour and 15 minutes, like that. Small muscles being biceps, the delts, if you were to break them into their singular pieces like front, side, rear, or anterior, lateral, posterior, whatever, medial, 1,000 ways to call the delts. Legs are big, back is big, chest is medium, triceps are medium, traps, depending on where you put them with back or not. Tonight we'll probably do four or five exercises. That's really about it. Each one will get about 2 working sets, give or take. Now that we're totally warmed up, we're pretty much already done with this. We got 1 more working set, really, maybe 2. And we might throw in another angle just for fun, but that would even just be one or two sets as well. So the beginning takes forever. The warm-up takes forever. The first few sets take forever. But then once you get past that, then it's kind of just over too fast. That's so fun.
Weird. You're ready. So weird. There's a valve right there. See that?
Yeah. Dry tonight.
Man, look at those vessels in your serratus. It's crazy. Those are pretty new, actually.
Togi probably gets bathed every other day. Because you're the happiest farm dog ever. Togi needs a bath every other day sometimes. It just really depends.
Dooley, you want one too?
Dooley likes baths,
Yeah.
but doesn't need one hardly as often because he is much more cautious than Togo when it comes to getting wet and dirty. But luckily, Togo's hair is almost non-existent, so he bathes up in just a second. Most of the time he just needs a rinse. So
Wait.
today was a good day. We got to check out the farm. We got to catch up on some stuff. We got to get a good workout in. I thought the chest day was fantastic. So now we're gonna rest up, eat up, make sure these dogs are acceptable to climb into bed this evening. And then tomorrow is the last big rest day before we start getting ready for the Arnold Classic Expo, for competitions, for a bunch of different things. So
we're gonna go dirt biking.
we're gonna go dirt biking tomorrow. Get that fun activity in. Because when we're training hard, there's no dirt bike riding.
Turn around, please.
And then the next couple days after that, we're filming episodes of Guest Pass, so we'll be super busy with filming. We're with Timmy and Rising Sun Studios, and we're filming Guest Pass. And we have like 5 or 6 episodes to film of Guest Pass, so the entire day is going to be in the car, in the gyms, and food. And then we start getting ready for shows in like June or so. June and July, we're going to compete twice. And then the big show, November, December. Break it up. It should give us...
Brown.
Look at all the dirt coming off of it. It's so dirty. Dirty doggy.
Dirty dog.
It's going to be a good year, though. I'm excited for it. We just got to keep our cool, eat our food, train real hard, practice posing. Practice posing. Tell you what I'm really excited about is Guest Pass. I'm super jazzed for Guest Pass. Do you think they're still making the steak or not? And then you have to navigate flying. There's a lot going on.